lot of you saw that Denim & Company was going to be the today's special value. And I even noticed that some of you kind of figured it out. You're like, hey, wait a minute, March, I'm seeing some swim on the calendar. I hope it's going to be a swim today's special value. Well, Gary and team delivered. And he delivered actually in more ways than Denim & Company has ever delivered before when it comes to swim. We listened to you. We know how much you love the sweetheart neckline, the coverage, the modesty that it gives you in swim. But we also noticed, candidly, that a lot of you felt left out. That you wanted that petite length in a swim dress. And guys, that's hard to do. You take all the sizes that we have, and then you basically have to double them to accommodate taller gals and more petite gals. But Gary did it. For the first time ever, we have petite in a swim dress as a today's special value. This is your first Denim & Company Beach TSV, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the only one. And I see Gary nodding in my peripheral vision, so I have confirmation. 4 easy payments of $14.99. Is that just for, like, a top? Is there a bottom involved? It's built right in. It's the entire suit for less than $60. Only here's the thing. It also protects you from the sun. It's chlorine resistant. It's meant to get wet. It's meant to splash. It's meant to get the sunscreen on it and, like, sand inside of it, and then you rinse it off and you start all over again. But if you want to get the best value of the year, you have only a few hours remaining. And I know a lot of our sizes are limited, if not sold out. In A0804, we sold out of a color. Oh, y'all, that ain't right. Black is last call. Okay, thank God that's not the one I'm wearing. Okay, black is last. I panicked for a second. How am I going to change swimsuits in the middle of this show? I'm not doing it. All right, so let's go through the colors. And we'll explore them a little more deeply. We have the luxury of time, but I want to get you, like, shopping, finding a favorite early. And, oh, look at the colors on this one. It's called Hibiscus Floral. No. Is that Hibiscus Floral? Gary, yes? Okay, sorry. Here it is in the black. Last call, regular only. Fewer than 600. Okay. Terry was wearing this earlier, and I was in love. It's so cute. It's called Navy Lemons. Navy Lemons. All right, I just love the kind of retro vibe out of this one. It's so sweet. So this is your black and white dot. Then on the end, we have it in Aqua Palm. Aqua Palm. Don't wait on petites. We have 2,500 remaining in total for the day. I will tell you, we kind of predicted that. Like, we knew the petite wasn't going to last. We'll try to bring you more next year, but we won't get any more this year. It's the only order of the year. And what would you expect to pay for something like this? $90? You know, we go out and we shop around. Of course, I'm always the one going, that's not right. It should be higher, right? And it should. These are manufactured in the same places. I mean, like, a few feet over. The same places from those designer brands. It's only the labels that change. And that label is what makes the price higher. But because we design it, we manufacture it, we ship it to you, we get to pick our own price. And we pick the lowest you're going to see for a long, long time. So, actually, can I bring out Gary first? I want him to guide us through our size chart before I start, you know, lecturing about something I know nothing about. So, Gary Goodman, come on out. It's so good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you, too.
Happy spring. Thank you. You know what? Thank you, and we'll get into this later, but thank you for designing.
Gorgeous.
And I feel good. Like, I hesitate to talk about this because I know it's a sensitive subject, and some people go, how could you feel like that? Like, I get nervous in swimwear in public, right? And I think a lot of you do too, and it really doesn't matter what your body looks like or your weight, and I have my own issues that I'm dealing with, right? But it's like, swim, I feel exposed. And I don't feel exposed in this. I feel comfortable. I feel covered. Like, I want a beach ball in my hand so I can play.
Yeah, that's what we want in Denim & Company. We want you to feel good and confident and go out and enjoy yourself. You know, I always say life is short, so go to the beach. And wear a great bathing suit while you're doing it.
All right, so let's get into sizing. This is the part that makes most people go, I don't know, I'm not trying it on. First of all, that's an awesome thing that you don't have to try it on anywhere. But do we size, like if we already know Denim & Company, we pick the same size?
So here's the thing. Start with your true Denim & Company size. If you know what that is, there's a size chart attached to each style on QVC.com, plus a petite size chart that we're not going to show you. That is also on QVC.com.
Okay.
Start with your true size. However, many people have told me that they've sized up today. So my philosophy is if you want to size up, please do. Jen, did you wear your regular size?
I sized up. So I usually wear 2.
She sized up one size.
And I'm wearing a 4.
Yes.
And it feels very comfortable. I feel like I have room, but it's not roomy. Like you don't want a swimsuit to be roomy, right?
Yeah.
You want to have room to move in it. And I have room to move in it. But I wouldn't size up any more than that. So with that, always the great news that you have 30 days to love it or return it, love it or exchange it. And we do not take the returned ones and ship them back out. All right, so everything hygienic, no worries, right? What about measuring for a swimsuit? I think we have a graphic for that as well.
So we have graphics for that.
Okay.
At some, we can show that. But what you want to do is you want to measure the fullest part of your bust, the smallest part of your waist, and the fullest part of your hip. Also, you see how to measure your torso. Those are the 4 measurements on our size chart that you can plug in and figure out your size. Again, it is okay to size up if you want just a little extra room in your suit.
Okay, so I'm going to walk you through these color choices again, and then we're going to tour the suit, if you will. And I think it's so important that we keep visiting the fact that these are of the same quality as the...
Yes.
I know you have a mall somewhere where you go and it's like they only do swim, and you're like, all right, let's go in and look. And just the tiny little coverup's like $100, right? And then you look at
the less fabric, the more money.
Exactly, right?
I don't
String bikini,
know how that works.
Why, right? So, but in the same places that are manufacturing, though, they are doing these, but they can't make the promises that we can of 50 UPF sun protection and chlorine resistance. But anyway, let's talk the fun part, which is the colors. And if you're doing a $15 easy pay, maybe it's more than one. And I love having a wardrobe of swim as opposed to just one that you keep going back to. Make it a fashion statement. Make yourself a fashion plate on the beach, right? So here it is in hibiscus floral that has that tangerine backdrop and just a beautiful array, just Hawaiian vibes through and through. Then we have the solid black. That will not make the day. And if that doesn't look like a cute little black dress, I don't know what does.
I know, isn't that gorgeous?
Fewer than 500. No, guys, this might go in this show. Regular only. Then we have it in the navy lemons.
I love this.
I know.
It reminds me of Italy, a little bit of retro. It's just so much fun. Conversational. Yeah.
Speaking of retro, it's the black and white dot.
I know. Isn't that fun?
Most popular. I want to put like a bright pink or a bright red lip or a sandal with that and just go all in, old Hollywood style.
Yeah.
Okay, next to that is your aqua palm. Aqua palm. A0804, you're going to choose between petite and regular. And that petite is tailored entirely for a petite frame. Did I hear 500 orders? Okay. Oh, 1,000 orders. 1,000 orders already. All right, Gary, let's tour the garment, right? Because I'm always looking for certain things like bust coverage and adjustable straps and molded cups and all those kinds of things, and you've got all of that and more.
So I want to just mention really quickly, it's a 4-way stretch fabric. I know Jen talked about some of this. Chlorine resistant. For the first time ever, UPF 50.
Nice.
So sun protection in your bathing suit. First time we've been able to do that. All the right details. Like Jen said, we make our suits in a designer factory. We don't change anything. We use the same everything that they use. So you're getting high-end designer looks at an incredible price. This whole top here was customer top rated from last year. Beautiful sweetheart neckline, all of this gorgeous draping that helps with support, this ruching and shearing idea that goes across the tummy, which is going to just camouflage and give you confidence to wear a suit. We changed the whole thing into a swim dress.
So smart.
Easy, comfortable, not too much fabric, by the way, just the right amount to give you that A-line and a fully attached brief underneath and a modest brief too. So all the same print. If it happens to come up in the water a little bit, you are covered. The other thing, Jen, that I really want to talk about is this whole idea of support. Besides the fact that there are molded bra cups for your support, this whole thing is tremendous. So we're going to ship it crisscross like this. You'll see right here, you have adjustable straps. Here's the other thing too, Jen. You can
swap them.
Yes, there you go. You can take these apart. You can do them vertical if you want. You can crisscross them however you like to style yourself. Plus the fact that the back of this swimsuit is high. You know, a lot of swimsuits are cut really low. This gives you that additional support. And Jen, do you want to show
Well,
the
it's
inside?
support and it's sun protection.
And
right?
sun protection, yes,
Because
for your back.
I bet a lot of people think, well, it's clothing, so I'm protected from the sun. That's not true.
No.
So
The sun can go right through your clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaky little devil. Okay. and I
then-
just want to show you really quickly how this works. I mean, you know how this works if you've ever worn a bra, right? But it's not a plastic loop, it's metal. And it's really hardy, so it's not going to start to rust in the first year that you're wearing it. And that's how you're going to switch, you know, the straps in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll hand this to you so that you can do the inside up because that's
Yeah, so here's the whole inside story. There's those molded bra cups for support. This whole mesh lining right there where the shirring and the ruching is on the front to give you that control. The bathing suits are amazing. We've been doing them for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Every year they just improve and get better and better. And honestly, Jen, I feel like of all the swimsuits that we've done, this is probably the best looking, best fitting that I've seen. Not that the other ones didn't fit, but there's something about this one that looks good on everyone. Look at Angela. I mean, just absolutely stunning. The whole side part there, the whole side part at your breast is perfect. It lays flat. The skirt is perfect. It doesn't ride up in the back. I mean, Jen, these are just awesome.
I'm 100% with you on the fit story. Like, I haven't had to pull on or adjust this once.
Yeah,
and I'm moving around in it. You know, if you're bending down, your bust is not falling out. And I'm speaking for those of you who are generously busted and those who are minimally busted. I haven't, look, we're going to have the candid conversation here. Gary's heard it all anyway. I haven't had to reach back there and pull anything down in the back. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
Because that brief is full coverage. So, gals, you're going to have cheek coverage back there. And I don't just mean because the skirt is there, but because the brief is wide enough. You don't feel it cutting into the sides of your hip and thigh where it kind of creates that line when you take it off. And that ruching in the middle, this is not a power support panel. It's simply the fabric itself that's ruched and gathered that gives you that very, I don't know, kind of comforting feeling of being like having it all held together. And usually I have to pull the straps real taut in order to get like a secure fit around the bust line. I didn't have to do that. And a lot of that comes from that sweetheart shape that covers the bust without you constantly, like, if you've ever had to do the pull up again and again and again because you feel like you're sliding out of it, you don't have that feeling. And underneath the arm, you notice how it's, if this were a bra, I would put my hand right there and say, look how much coverage you're getting on the side.
It's also the way it's cut right here. You know what? It's like perfection. You're not going to have spillage. The words are weird, right?
Sometimes there's no glamorous way to say it.
There's no glamorous way to talk about it, but you know, I've been doing this for 1,000 years. It's just perfect the way it fits a woman's body.
If you can have the 10 pounds of microphone equipment that we always have strapped to our backs, and it's not struggling, it's not like rushing up and down. Like obviously you're not wearing this. That shows you that kind of forgiveness in fit and this fabric. And it also shows you, like when you're sitting by the pool and it's that cement on the side, you're not going to get up and immediately it's all frayed to pieces. Like this isn't just, oh, it's cute and it looks cute on everybody. We want you to get in there and have fun. And that usually comes at a big price tag, right? Swimwear, oddly, is one of the most expensive, or I think for what you're getting, one of the most expensive priced pieces that a woman will buy. And certainly, given the few number of times she's going to wear it throughout the year, unless you live in Florida, in which case I'm jealous, right? For that money, what you're getting is incredible. And it's low even by Denim & Company standards, which is why it expires at midnight. So let's show you those color choices again. We'll give you the sizes on our models too. We'll do a size roll call. But we've had 2,000 orders. I'm going to jump straight to the black and ask Jen for an update because it ain't going to last, guys. Last update I gave you was 500. We're down to 350 in the black. It's regular length only. Just to give you like the skirt difference, that comes up about 1.25 inches when you move from the regular to the petite, and we only have the regular remaining in the black.
Jen, this black is so glamorous. It looks like a cocktail dress.
I want to wear pearls with
almost.
it.
I mean, seriously. Yeah, wear pearls with it.
And I love that you called out the skirt and how it's, because I've tried on skirted bathing suits and I feel like I'm wearing 5 pounds of material.
That you're wearing like a ballerina skirt or something.
Totally. If I get in the water.
This is just that gentle A-line that's flattering.
So
and this
chic.
black one, seriously, it's fabulous.
Yeah, so run if you can. I know it's hard to believe. And you know we always bring in more of the black than the other colors, but you still beat us to it. I don't blame you. Here it is in hibiscus floral. Let's just hold each of these out. Hibiscus floral. It is the, like, I instantly picture this out in the sun next to cerulean waters, and how gorgeous you're going to look. Wear it with like a raffia wedge sandal.
Looks like you're on a tropical island.
Yes, you are the tropical island, anywhere you go. Hey, I want to talk to you about cover-ups here in a second, too. How many in the regular? 2,200 left in the regular, 200 petite.